Hi, it's Gary Gilbert, principal of PTY Capital. Today I just wanted to go over a couple of things. I want to let you know who we are and then a little bit about what we do and how this all works. PTY Capital is basically a tax lien investment fund. We focus on properties in the southeastern United States with a focus really on properties here in Alabama. A tax lien fund is basically a pooled amount of money that investors share in. And within that, what we do is we purchase tax liens on properties of various kinds here in the southeastern U.S. A tax lien is basically an amount that a person or a business is in arrears on regarding their taxes. They haven't been paid for whatever reason, maybe unintentionally, maybe they forgot about it or they moved, or in some cases intentionally they may have just walked away from the property. But what we do at PTY Capital is we seek out investment opportunities for these type of investing assets in these type of asset classes or tax liens, and we try to provide a very secure, very strong return for our investors. People ask me, how does this work? Basically, again, a tax lien is recorded on a property when, for whatever reason, the property tax is not paid. Once per year, here in Alabama, it typically takes place in April. But they'll have a tax lien auction down at the administrative building, and people like myself, our fund, PTY Capital, other investors, as well as just individual people, compete in an auction type setting for ownership of these tax liens. This house, for example, is here in Jacksonville. This is a property that I bought the tax lien on at this past sale, which was this past April. As you can see, it's a very nice neighborhood, very nice house, very nice lot. And of course, not all of the properties that people buy within these tax lien funds are this nice. But the objective of PTY is to buy, a little bit better quality home. Now, how this works from a financial standpoint, and we'll get into this more in the next segment, but here in Alabama, in addition to bidding whatever the back tax amount is on a property, Alabama allows you to bid up to 30% of the county's appraised value, an overbid situation, if you will. So, for example, on a $150,000 appraised house, a person could technically bid up to 30% of that, which in this case I guess would be $45,000, and that person could then earn interest on that investment, which here in Alabama it's 12% per year or 1% per month. So you do the math, not too shabby. Probably wouldn't recommend bidding quite that high, and we'll get into in our next segments reasons that you probably wouldn't want to bid the maximum. But PTY Capital's investment objective is to earn interest on a pool of properties, whereas some other investors' objective is to buy many maybe lower end properties that would be considered good rental properties and ultimately acquire those and turn those into rentals. Basically, talking about acquiring properties, there's a 3-year redemption period here in Alabama. What that means is that if the person that's in arrears on their taxes does not pay back the tax lien holder the back taxes that have been paid for them, plus interest and penalties that have accrued, then at the end of the 3-year period, the tax lien holder could theoretically foreclose on the property and ultimately be the owner of the property. If there is a mortgage on the property, it could be a little different situation. Obviously, the lender would much rather pay back someone like PTY Capital whatever amount they had invested in the fund for this particular property than to lose their investment. But we'll get into that in further sections. That's just a basic overview. But anyway, thanks. Come back, and we're looking forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.